Just a few cars. Big old mountain of them. Good morning, guys. Silas back again today. It's another beautiful day out here. Not too hot, not too windy, just about perfect. Got a busy day ahead of me. They're hauling dumpsters today and tomorrow of cars, so I don't have to haul them in myself. So I've got to get busy processing. I work for 15 minutes, 20 minutes or so to get this converter off. I finally get it off, and it's empty. It's the name of the game sometimes, and that's why, right there, I don't pay full price for cars with the converters on them. That car, if you pull the converters off, might be worth $800, but I'm not going to pay you $800 for it with them on it still, because if they're empty, I eat it. You never know what'll fall out of the cars when you roll them over. There's a penny there, penny there. I probably should go through them better, but I'm always so busy I never really have time to go through every single car. But these converters here were good. I pulled those off of a Taurus, and then I pulled this one over here off of a Focus, I think it was. Focus or Escort, one of the two. And I pulled a battery out of something, I don't remember what. So that's kind of what I do. I'll bring 3 or 4 cars up here, and I'll pull them apart, get them ready, get them processed, ready to go, and then I'll stop and I'll clean the ground up, put the converters away, load those up in my truck, and I'll pick up the batteries, put them where they go, and I'll pick everything up, and then I'll do it again. And I'll do that several times. That way I'm not just processing one car at a time, because that just takes forever. I try to do 3 or 4 at a time. A lot of converters like this Focus right here. I think this is a Focus. Yeah, it's a Focus. They're up on the front of the engine, and they're kind of hard to get off without breaking. So with a few precision cuts at the Sawzall, this will come right off, no problem. So I cut it right there, and then I cut the bracket. Now I can take the fork in here and pop that off a little bit on the bracket, and I can put the fork right about here on the converter and push it down, and it'll break off up there. Easy peasy. So there it is. Yank this out of there. There we go. Man, this thing's gonna fight me tooth and nail. Somewhere on there'll be a number of what it's worth. I've had a lot of you ask what I do with the tires or why I leave the tires on them in almost every video I post. And what I do is I shove them in cars, or if they're on the car, I just leave them on the car. They don't dock me anything like that, because every car comes from the factory with 5 tires. And so if I have 5 tires per car on average, then they're okay with that. And they haven't not accepted tires in probably 20 years. It's been a long time, and in fact where we used to ship cars in Tennessee has never not accepted tires. So that's kind of a foreign concept to me to have to pull the tires off. But I do know that when we first started, when I was a real little kid and my dad first started the business, you had to pull the tires off, and you had to pull the gas tanks out, which you still have to drain the gas, you just don't have to pull them off, and you had to pull the back seats out of cars. And so they made you do all that before you could take them in. And my grandpa, years ago, way back in the day, way before I was ever born, probably before my dad was ever born, he actually had to burn the cars to where it was just pure metal was all that he was taking in. And then he would go out and chop them up with an axe. And so I'm glad we don't have to do that anymore. I wouldn't be doing this. So anyway, I've got this Ford F-150 right here. I pulled the aluminum wheels off of it, so there are no tires on this vehicle. So I've got this pile of tires that came in over here. The guy had them on his property, and if people have wheels and tires, and I mean tires that have wheels on them still, then I will accept those. If they want to dump them off here, I don't take just bare tires, but they can dump these off here so they don't have to pay the landfill to take them, and then I take and I shove 4 or 5 in every car. So that's what I'm going to do now. I tried to get the lug nuts off on this one, but man, I don't know how hard they're torqued on there, but my Milwaukee Fuel Impact has a boatload of foot-pounds of torque for taking lug nuts off. And I've taken semi lug nuts off with it before with no issue. Rusty old truck lug nuts and everything, but these here, I managed to get 2 of them off, and I can't get any of the others to budge. So I'm just going to leave them on there and go ahead and crush it. It's really a good looking truck other than the hood on it's been up a little bit. I don't remember exactly what was wrong with it, but I guess it doesn't matter. I advertised it for sale, selling parts off of it, and I had a friend get the alternator off of it, and that was it. And it's been 4 months now, 5 months now, something like that. I've had it for a long time. So I pulled the cats off, drained the gas out, pulled the battery out, and now I'm going to crush it. And normally you guys see me, I push the sides of the cars in. That way they don't pop out of the crusher when I'm crushing them. They don't make a giant mess, and they just make cleaner bundles. But for this one, I want you guys to get the full effect. So I'm just going to stick it in there and push the button, and I'm not going to hold the doors in or nothing. Just whatever it does, it does. It has been a crazy day today. There's just been non-stop people bringing cars in today and other junk as well. I didn't expect it to be quite this busy today. I've been trying to load dumpsters and unload people and crush cars, and so I haven't had a whole lot of time to record. But I got 1 more dumpster to load for the day, maybe 2, and a few more cars to process, and then I'll probably have to call it quits for the evening. I've got quite a few cars ready. Most of these are ready. I have to pull the aluminum wheels off a few of these here on the edge yet. But other than that, those are all ready. And I got that load ready, and I got a load down there ready, and I'll probably have to get about 5 more loads ready sometime either this evening or tomorrow morning while he's hauling these. So it's gonna be a crazy busy day tomorrow again. And now the Impound is bringing me a bunch of cars out. They just brought me this one, and you can kind of see down here, you can see my Dodge down there, and they've got 3 cars dumped off in front of it, and they've hauled me a couple others that I already took inside the yard. So it is turning into a very, very busy day. Alright, this is an Impound car, and it looks like it might have something good in the trunk. There we go. A couple kicker subs. I don't know what those look like, maybe 12-inch subs in a kicker box. I don't know if they're worth anything or not. Pair of rubber boots, what size are they? Size 10. There we go. I just got me a pair of rubber boots. Awesome. They're not steel too, but that's okay. And all these empty bottles makes me wonder if that's why this car got wrecked. Hard telling. Here's the amp. What's it, Alpine? I don't know. I'll save it all. I don't know if it's worth anything or not. I'm sure it's worth a little bit at least. What are these? Oh, a nice pair of safety glasses. Those are way better than the ones I'm using right now. So yeah, this was a good car. Lots of good stuff in it so far. Maybe there's something else underneath that. We'll find out. There's another pair of rubber boots in there, but they're covered in oil and they're a size 11, so I'm not going to worry about those. But there's a hard hat. Doesn't look too bad. And it would be nice to have a hard hat in the truck, just for emergencies if I need it for something. So I'll probably hang on to that. They brought out a few more Impound cars, so I figured we'll just go through them real quick. Do a quick run through, see if there's anything good in them. I see something in this one already up here. It's probably hot from laying in the window. 13/16. Good place for it. Anything good? There's a motorcycle engine or something in the back of it. That's a big old engine. Not sure what it is. Doesn't look like anything I want to heave out of there. Another Focus. Man, they really went to town on the interior in this car. Looks like purple spray paint. I bet this car stank to high heaven. Oh, they already been through this one. Somebody has. Man, they really went to town on this. They spray painted everything. GMC Yukon. That door's locked. That door's locked. See if we can even get in it. See if there's anything inside it. There's a couple batteries laying in it. Let's try this door. Locked and locked. So we will have to knock a window out of that one just looking in it. I don't really see anything other than those junk batteries. Cadillac. And it looks pretty well cleaned out there. Somebody already got the battery out of the back seat. Cougar. Well, there might be something in this one. Looks like a little bit of stuff. What do we got here? Oh, is that an old N64 controller? Looks like it. Oof, this car came from a farm or something. It reeks. Looks like some more game controllers. Looks like an old cheap pair of pliers. Don't really see anything else good in there. And it is 1,000,000 degrees in this. That's a problem with black cars. And a Navigator. I'll probably save those emblems off of this one. I don't have any emblems like that. Let's see if there's anything good in it. I haven't found any money yet. It's kind of unusual. This one's pretty cleaned out unless there's something in the console. I remember when those were all the rage. Those disc players inside their trunk usually, or sometimes in the center console. What are these? We'll find out momentarily. I have no clue. I wonder if that's one of those smart driver things that they give you to lower your insurance. You never want to get those because if you go 1 mile an hour over the speed limit, your insurance goes up. Well, that's what I've been told anyway. I don't have a clue. Kind of a fancy homemade roof rack. I say fancy, I was exaggerating. They just welded some tubing together. So it just looks like crushers. We're getting ready to do a deal with the monster truck show. I forget the name of the company, but they need medium to full size cars for their show. We supply them every year. They're at the Kansas State Fair, so I'll probably use this Cadillac for one of those. Kind of a shame on this one. It's got a perfect body on it. 2005 model Yukon, 5.3 liter LS. I'm guessing the transmission went bad is why it got abandoned. That's typical on these. But the core buyers won't even buy the LS 5.3s anymore. Sometimes you can sell a 6.0 for a core, but unless they're low mileage and run perfect, you can't sell a 5.3 around here anymore. that's all for this one. I hope you guys enjoyed it. I'm done for the day, gonna head home. Tomorrow I gotta load dumpsters all day long, back to back. So if you enjoyed it, hit that like button, and remember to get out there and find an adventure. We'll see you next time.